Listen up, traders. If you've ever sat there after a losing day, staring at the screen, feeling that heavy ache in your chest, not just from the money gone, but from the deeper question, why does this keep happening to me? Then this message is for you. You've probably told yourself the market is too hard, too random, too against the little guy. You've probably thought, if only I had more knowledge, more time, more luck, I'd make it. But I'm here to tell you the truth that finally set me free after years of pain. You don't lose because the market is hard. You lose because of these 10 reasons, quiet, hidden things inside us that we don't want to face. These aren't the obvious mistakes like overtrading or big risks. They're the deeper ones, the ones that live in our hearts, our habits, our fears. I've carried every single one of these for too long. They kept me losing when I thought I was close. But naming them, facing them with honesty and gentleness, finally let me start winning. Not with magic, but with truth. Stay with me through this entire journey, because these 10 reasons aren't about blame, they're about healing. They're about understanding why you've been hurting and how to stop. Let's begin with the first 3. The ones that live deepest in our need to control and be seen. The first reason you lose is the need to be right more than the need to make money. Deep down, many of us trade to prove something, to prove we're smart, we're ahead, we're better than the average person. We want the market to agree with us. When it doesn't, it feels like a personal attack. So we fight the loss. We hold on longer, move our exit points, add to the position, tell ourselves stories like it's just a shakeout or the smart money is wrong this time. We do it because admitting we're wrong feels like admitting we're less. Being right becomes more important than being profitable. I'd lived this reason for years. Every trade was a test of my intelligence. I'd enter convinced I saw what others missed. When price went against me, pride wouldn't let me cut. I'd hold through the pain, watching the loss grow, because letting go meant admitting I was wrong. The account suffered, but worse, I suffered. Every big loss felt like proof I wasn't good enough. One night, after a trade I refused to cut, the damage was so deep, I sat in the dark, tears coming, and finally whispered the truth. I'm not trading to make money. I'm trading to protect my ego. That admission felt like dying, but it also set me free. I started cutting losses quickly, without drama or self-attack. Wrong. Okay. Next. The relief was immediate. Losses got smaller. My account stopped bleeding, and something deeper healed. I stopped needing to be right to feel worthy. Trading became about calm decisions, not ego defense. Overcoming the need to be right is painful because it touches pride. But on the other side is freedom. Freedom to protect your money. Freedom to learn without shame. Freedom to finally keep the profits you've earned. The second reason you lose is the constant fear of missing out. The restless panic that if you're not in a trade, the money is going to someone else. We see price move and feel that pull. It's happening without me. We see others posting wins and think that should be me. So we jump in early, force entries, take setups that aren't strong enough just to be part of the action. Fear of missing out keeps us restless, impatient, always chasing. It turns trading into a race we can never win because the market never stops. This fear owned me for too long. Quiet days felt like torture. I'd watch price drift and feel left behind. I'd force a trade to catch up. Most of them lost. The small losses added up. The frustration built. One stretch I traded almost every day for weeks, chasing every little move. My account slowly bled while I told myself I was staying active. The loneliness of feeling like the market was giving to everyone but me was heavy. Then came the moment I finally asked, why am I so afraid of missing out? The answer was raw. I was afraid if I didn't grab every chance, I'd never make it. I didn't trust that real opportunities would come again. That fear was driving me to chase noise instead of waiting for signal. Overcoming fear of missing out started with trust, the quiet belief that if I protect my money and my peace, the right moments will find me. I started sitting out when nothing strong was there. Quiet days became peaceful days. My capital stayed safe. Then when a real, clean opportunity appeared, I was ready, calm, focused, with full conviction. Those trades worked more often. The win stayed. Fear of missing out keeps most traders losing because it makes us chase shadows instead of building light. Releasing it brings the calm power that lets big money find you. The third reason you lose is impatience, the restless need for results right now, the feeling that if it's not happening fast, it's not happening at all. We have a slow week or a flat month and feel behind. So we force trades to make something happen. We take chances that aren't ready. We risk more to speed things up. Impatience turns trading into a desperate chase. It keeps us overtrading, underweighting, always pushing when we should be protecting. Impatience was my constant companion. I'd see my account grow a little and think, not fast enough. So I'd push more trades, bigger risks, forcing moments that weren't there. The losses came, and with them, the frustration. One season, I was so impatient for growth, I traded every day for weeks. The account shrank steadily. The exhaustion was heavy. I finally asked, why can't I wait? The answer was painful. I was afraid that if I didn't get rich quick, I never would. I didn't trust the process. Overcoming impatience started with acceptance, the quiet truth that real growth comes slow, like a tree putting down roots before it reaches for the sky. I started embracing quiet days as protection days. I waited for strong moments without forcing. The peace that came was new. My account stopped the wild swings. It started edging up steadily. Impatience isn't ambition, it's fear wearing a mask. Letting it go doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing to trust. It means allowing time to do its work. Releasing impatience touched me because it healed the constant pressure. Trading became a journey I could love, not a race I had to win. These first three reasons, the need to be right, fear of missing out, and impatience, are the deepest inner wounds most traders carry. They live in our pride, our insecurity, our hurry. Facing them hurts, but releasing them heals. They kept me losing for years. Letting them go opened the door to something real. As we continue, you'll see how the next reasons show up in our daily habits, quietly holding us back from the consistency that turns small steps into big wealth. With the inner wounds of pride, fear, and impatience now named and released, replaced by humility, trust, and calm acceptance, let's turn to the reasons that live in our everyday choices, the ones that steal our discipline and drain our accounts while we think we're just trying hard. The fourth reason you lose is overtrading, the habit of taking too many trades, chasing constant action instead of waiting for quality. We believe real traders are always in the market, always busy, always making moves. A quiet day feels like failure, so we force it. We take setups that aren't strong enough. We lower our standards just to feel productive. Each forced trade risks money on low odds. The small losses add up quietly. Over months, they drain accounts while we blame the market for being too slow. I was an overtrader for too long. My early days were full of trades, sometimes 10 or more a week. I felt busy. I felt like a trader, but most were noise. The small losses piled up, fees piled up, frustration piled up. One year I looked back, hundreds of trades, thousands in costs, net almost nothing. The exhaustion was heavy. I finally asked, why do I need to be in something every day? The answer was lonely. I was afraid of stillness, afraid that if I wasn't active, I wasn't progressing, afraid the market would leave me behind. Overtrading started with an experiment. Trade only when something felt undeniably strong. The first week, I took one trade. One. It felt strange, like I was failing, but my capital was safe. The next week, 2 clean opportunities. Both worked. That month ended green with only 5 trades. The peace I felt was new. Waiting became strength. Less action meant better action. Overtrading keeps most traders losing because busy feels like progress, but it's often just noise. Letting it go brings the calm power that lets real wealth build. The fifth reason you lose is poor risk management, the habit of risking too much on any one idea, not cutting losses quickly, or not having clear rules for when to get out. We fall in love with our trades, We hope losers will turn. We move stops just a little to give them room. We risk big on sure things. 1 or 2 bad trades wipe out weeks of gains. This reason almost ended me multiple times. I'd risk 10-20% on trades I felt confident about. When wrong, the damage was devastating. The emotional hit made recovery harder. When I finally made risk sacred, tiny percentage per trade, hard stops honored without exception, quick cuts without hope, the account stopped the wild swings, losses stayed small, wins had room to grow. Poor risk management keeps most traders losing because without it, one mistake can erase everything. With it, no mistake can end you. This principle brought me peace I didn't know was possible. It let me trade with calm instead of fear. The 6th reason you lose is not reviewing your trades with honest kindness. Most traders either avoid review too painful or do it harshly, beating themselves up. Both keep patterns repeating, no growth, same mistakes forever. This mistake kept me stuck longest. I'd avoid looking back because it hurt. When I did, it was punishment. How could I be so dumb? That harshness made me defensive. I avoided facing truths. When I started reviewing kindly, what went well, what can I learn, how can I grow? Growth flowed, patterns became clear, strengths grew, weaknesses healed. Kind review turned trading into a journey of becoming better, not proving worth. This reason keeps most traders losing, because without gentle reflection, we stay blind to what's really holding us. Embracing it opens eyes and hearts, letting progress flow. The 7th reason you lose is the lack of a clear why bigger than money. Without a strong personal reason, freedom, family security, personal mastery, trading becomes just about profits. When results are slow, motivation fades. You quit or force risky shortcuts. My why kept me going, to build a life of peace and presence for those I love. It made every protected dollar meaningful. Find your why, write it down, let it carry you when progress hides. This reason keeps most traders losing because, without purpose, the road feels too long. With it, every step feels worth it. These 7 reasons need to be right. Fear of missing out, impatience, overtrading, poor risk management, lack of kind review. No clear why are the quiet destroyers that keep most traders from profitability. You've carried them long enough, now release them. Replace pride with humility, fear with trust, impatience with patience, action with selectivity, poor risk with protection, avoidance with gentle reflection, lack of purpose with deep why. The profitability you fought for isn't waiting for better markets or more knowledge. It's waiting for you to let these reasons go. You're becoming the trader who keeps the money, who grows steadily, who finds peace in the process. Feel that freedom inside you? It's real. It's yours. One gentle release. One kind choice, one steady day at a time. The wealth you've dreamed of is coming not as a gift, but as the natural result of who you're becoming. Stay gentle with yourself. Stay true to this path. You've got this, and it's going to be more beautiful than you ever imagined. Peace, strength, and real profitability to you. The journey continues. The best is here and still ahead. Keep going. You've earned this.